Let's have a conversation. Tell me what you think about the issues of the world. What kind of spice you wanna be? Tell me where you wanna travel. Do you believe in luxury? What's your hidden passion? What makes you so unique? Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole.
Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am Nicole Everett, your host. And today's very special guest is a longtime friend of mine. You know her as Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine, my good friend, Heavenly Kimes. Welcome, Heavenly.
Hey, what's going on, girl? What's happening?
Girl, everything. I'm so excited to have you on here. You and I go back to high
Girl,
school.
I know all your business. All
All
of
my
it.
business. That's why we're going to be friends forever.
That's
Okay?
it.
Look, so Miami Norland Senior High, FAMU, home of the Rattlers. Then you went on to Meharry to become a great dentist. So, gosh, Heavenly, what a wonderful life. Tell the folks who may not know who you are just a little bit about yourself.
My name is Heavenly Kimes. I'm a child of God. I'm a wife. I've been married 23 years to a wonderful man. I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. My 2 boys are in college. They're at Georgia State. My little girl, she's a sophomore in high school. I have 3 dogs, and I'm a dentist.
Amongst other things, look, relationship expert, public speaker, now your own blog. Has this been part of your COVID creativity? Heaven help us.
Yes. You know me, I'm a busybody. And when we had the quarantine, I started my quarantine early because I'm a dentist. So we on the first lines. So I stayed home 40 days and I didn't have anything to do. So I started a YouTube. Well, I already had a YouTube channel, but I started doing YouTube every day at noon, just like they did on that movie Legend. So every day I would sit in front of my computer and call out all my boofies, and we would sit down and just talk about things.
I love it. So what have you learned about yourself during COVID?
I learned that I do not want to be a stay-at-home person. I can't, I guess this brilliant mind can't just be sitting around doing nothing. I take pride and I love being out helping people, talking to people, and that isolation made me know how fortunate I am to be healthy, to be happy, and to just be a child of God. It made me think that tomorrow's not promised, and to enjoy every day.
Very, very true. Now, Smiles by Dr. Heavenly, Thrive in Business. How's it been coming back to COVID, since COVID, coming back to work?
As a dentist, we always had precautions just because we're right there with the respiratory droplets. So we always had the eyewear, the universal precautions, the mask, the gloves, we wipe down, sterilize everything. When COVID hit, we just had to take it to a new level. We had to fumigate our office after every patient. We have to run the suctions after every patient. We used to do it after every bloody patient, but we do it after every patient now. We have aerosols in the air to kill the COVID virus. We have rinses that you have to gargle with that supposedly killed the virus in the back of your throat. It's just so much we have to do now between each patient, and we have to keep our lobby empty so nobody can come in that's not being seen. They have to sit outside, and we have to limit our patient numbers.
Wow. Now, I know you're a relationship expert as well. I do a show called Single in the City where we talk about dating. What dating advice would you give for folks during this pandemic?
Well, there's 3 things I probably would give to them: to just be yourself. Be yourself. Who you are is gonna come out. And so don't put up any false pretenses. And enjoy yourself with dating. You know what I mean? Don't make it so like you gotta be perfect. Come as you are. Accept me as I am, because if you put out something fake, it's gonna come out. And Let people know what your value systems are. I mean, from the very beginning, let them know, ask the questions from the very beginning that are deal breakers for you.
What are some of the biggest mistakes that you see that people make in relationships?
I think that in a lot of relationships, I talk to a lot of women. You have to teach a person how to treat you. I think a lot of women are mistreated because they allow it. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of women are seem to be or are desperate. You know what I mean? I think men like thriving women. I don't think it's looks, because that's what brings them in. But I think confidence, self-confidence is important. And when you come across like you're desperate, the man treats you as such. If you come around like a whore, he gonna treat you like a whore. If you dress like a whore, that's I mean,
Well,
you know that, Nicole.
well,
That,
well.
how
Now,
you dress, how you look, how you carry yourself is how people feel about you. You know.
absolutely. So, what do you say to the Black women out here, the single Black women who say there aren't any single Black men out here available?
I know the struggle is real out there. I would say, well, from the beginning, you should meet your man while you're in school, because that's the best pickings. I mean, when you're in college, or graduate school, you should get your man then. But for now, I don't have a problem with people going outside the race. If you feel like there's not any good Black men, I mean, there's Chinese men, there's Indian men, there's white men. I feel like you can go outside your race, but there are
So
some good
international.
men out there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But
So
it's hard out there. I talk to them all the time. It's hard in these streets.
it is hard in these streets, and especially, I think Black women, single Black women especially, are competing with a number of vices, if you will. Now, again, you do a lot of things in the community, not just professionally, but you also have a foundation. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the Dr. Heavenly Counts Foundation. Now, when you say we do a lot in the community, we do a lot in the community because I feel like it's our obligation. You know, I'm on reality TV on a show called Married to Medicine. And reality TV is not always positive because the drama is what drives the show. So I think it's our obligation to use this platform for the better good, the good, greater good. So we do a whole lot of stuff. Me and my husband, we give back, we protest, we do all kind of charity events. Right now, we're doing a voters registration drive on the radio. We always have some kind of activity where we give back, and it ain't even hard for us to do it. It's our obligation, and we thank God that we have the opportunity to give back to our community.
Awesome. What drives you to do that? What motivates you to do that?
It's my obligation. I just feel like, God has blessed us so. And I think that when you're blessed the way that you are, you it's your obligation. You blessed to bless others. I think God gives you tools to help others, and you feel good about it. You feel good about yourself. And I just think it's a part of humanity just to help other people.
Absolutely. Now, you've been doing dentistry for how long?
22 years. I've been doing dentistry for 22 years. Smiles by Dr. Heavenly. Originally, it was Heavenly Dental Associates. I own 9 practices. I sold 7 successful multi-million-dollar practices. And when I did, I had what we call a non-compete. So now I have 1 practice in Duluth, Georgia, Smiles by Dr. Heavenly. And we're doing some amazing things. I mean, we're doing full arch implants, what we call Heavenly Smile in a day. We do a lot of cosmetic stuff, veneers, partials, dentures, and our main thing is implants. So that's real hot right now.
I've seen some of the videos, and you do some magical work. I've heard some of your clients talk about they love their heavenly smiles. So I think that's awesome. To be able to, as you say, a smile just does wonders for a person. So to be able to put a beautiful smile on someone's face, I think it's awesome. Awesome,
yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
I really enjoy it. That's really my passion right now. I'm obsessed with your smile.
I love it. Obsessed with your smile. So let's talk about the kiddos. I saw you recently on a video with your son, talking to him about investment and having 7 streams of income. That's not something that you hear. Well, at least I know when we were coming up, we didn't hear our parents talking about that. So how important is that for you to pass down that wealth of knowledge to your children?
I think that our parents did not pass it down because they did not know. You know what I mean? They give
Mhm.
you the best that they have. I don't know about you. My mom is 88 years old right now, so it just tells you the generational difference. And she did the best she could. I mean, she did a great job. She instilled in me. She spoke things into my life. But I think it's very important not only that you speak things into your life, but you give your children the knowledge. And
Mhm.
for me, I've learned so much by trial and error and just having different people around me. I always say you're one fifth of the five people you hang around. Everybody says that. And I just take that knowledge and I give it to my children. I take time and I sit down and I talk to them about wealth building, about savings, how you build wealth. And white
Mhm.
people have been building wealth for years through real estate. And I told my son, the way you keep wealth, because you never lose all your money in real estate. You can in stocks and bonds, and I do encourage that as well, to diversify. But the
Mhm.
easiest way to wealth building is find an area that's up and coming, buy real estate, hold on to it, Airbnb it out, so you pay for it, it pays for itself. Hold on to it, fix it up, and sell it, and then move on, get more, get more, get more, and that's just wealth building amongst other things.
Absolutely. Now, how do you learn all of this? I mean, you're self-taught, I assume, because you went to dental school, not to real estate school.
Right.
So how do you learn all of this?
I mean, to be honest, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in my education. I've been with different companies that have sat me down as financial planners and explained things to us that we just did not know. I mean, when we first started out, we didn't know we had to have life insurance, health insurance. They set us down with the tax deferred and tax deductible things that we could do to save money. When you're in a tax bracket, you got to know those loopholes. You got to know everything. So they set us down and they made us get the life insurance that we needed. They helped us get our 401k together, our cash savings plans, our 529s for the kids. They taught us about the IRAs and the Roth IRAs and all of that. So we understood it because we were taught and we paid somebody to teach us that. And we did through trial and error. And what I teach my son is there are all kind of tax loopholes out there. Y'all blame Trump. I mean, he doing what he need to do, but there's a 1039 tax credit, tax deferral that if you buy a set of a property and you make a profit, you can actually use a 1031 and keep the money, pay no taxes on it, right? And you have a certain amount of time to
Wow.
invest that money in something else. So it's so many different tax loopholes that I don't even know. I say you get great people around you, a great financial planner, you get
Mm-hmm.
you a great accountant that knows the
Yes.
tax laws. They switch up every year. When the president changes, it's not going to be as beneficial for other people.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be in my best interest to vote for Trump financially. But
Mm-hmm.
there's so much out there. Keep you a good banker because it's all about relationships. You know what I mean? If you want to buy a
Mm-hmm.
property,
Mm-hmm.
you got a banker. It can happen overnight. Keep you a great consultant because you don't know everything.
Right.
I went so far as to get my real estate license. Series 65. I have an insurance license. Nicole, you
Okay.
remember me? I was kind of smart. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So a test
Heavenly,
taking was nothing.
you've always been smart, man. You're talking about you kind of smart.
I mean,
Look, just
and I got my son to get his real estate license, so I'm teaching him.
yes, that's awesome.
And
That's
my
awesome.
oldest boy, he actually shadows me now because he's graduating. He wants to go to dental school, so he
I
shadows me now in my office. So
I saw that. That is so commendable, man. I mean, talk about continuing the legacy. So you must have really made an impact on him to want to go to dental school.
yeah, both of
And
them want to go now. I think Alora, my
oh
daughter,
wow,
she wants to go to medical school. She's saying now she wants to be a dermatologist. So we're gonna see.
okay,
But
okay,
yeah, I mean, I'm teaching my kids. We send them to private school. When you are surround your kids about like-minded individuals,
hmm,
they don't have a choice in their mind. It's in their mind that they just going to a higher education. Graduate school is what they're gonna do.
absolutely. Now, Alora, I remember. Look, before she even got here, when you were pregnant with her, how old is she now?
She's 15. She just turned 15 on the 29th.
Great day.
She's grown. It
Wow,
goes by quickly, right? How's
it
Jabari?
does.
How's
Jabari
Jabari?
is Jabari is doing well. He
I
is
remember
doing
when you were
well.
pregnant with him.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The time flies by. 29 years old
Oh
and yeah,
wow,
doing well. Doing
that's
well.
good.
So Alora was into acting at one time, wasn't she?
Yeah. She actually was in a couple of movies. She was in Atlanta with Childish Gambino, and then she did
What?
that movie called Little. She was in that,
Okay.
that movie. Not a big part, but she was seen, you know.
Okay.
And she kind of lost interest. You know, acting is hard work. You know what I mean? And you got to go to those acting castings, and and then when you're actually in a movie, it's a lot of hurry up and wait sitting around, you know. And when she saw how much she made, she was like, "Oh no, Mama, this wasn't worth the time that I put in it." So she kind of lost interest. You know what I mean? I think she could have. Well, she can be anything in this world she wants to be, but she lost interest.
Gotcha. Now, speaking of acting, and not to say that you necessarily are acting, but you know, you're on Married to Medicine, which when I initially saw that, I was shocked because it just didn't seem like something that I thought that you would do. But I think you do a great job at it. How have you had to take some acting classes, you know, to help you with your reality TV show?
No, no, and not at all. At reality TV is just that, reality TV, and it was a great challenge for me to think to do reality TV. Listen, I had 7 practices, I think, at that time, multi-million-dollar business, and I was thinking, like, you know what, I don't want this negativity, because reality TV automatically comes with negativity in my life, right? I had an opportunity. I knew the girl that was casting the show. Her and my husband both were ER docs and this, that, and the other. And the first season, I turned it down. I was like, no, I ain't doing this shit, because, you know, it ain't going to be good for my business, right? And then I saw it on TV, and I saw that they had 2.1 million viewers. And, you know, my business mind started moving. 2.1 million viewers, okay, social media, all of that. Hey, I can build businesses off of this reality TV. The people know what it is and how they come there for the drama. They get what they come for. And at the end of the day, I'm able to build businesses, build my practice. My husband has built a surgical center and a pain weight loss center. We've done COVID testing. We have a business called Georgia Know Your Status. I have Dr. Heavenly University. All these things birthed through reality TV and the publicity I got from doing that. So I used it to actually catapult me into other things. And it's been wonderful. And then using those things to, again, give back to the community, because we big on that. You know what I'm saying? So we took an opportunity to throw, I hate to say it like this on your show, and I don't know if you could do this on YouTube, throw in a motherfucker so the ignorant people hear you. And then when they hear you, you get their attention, then you can give them some knowledge. And that's what I do with my YouTube channel. Now, I keep it messy, too, because that's what keeps the people there. People like entertainment. They talk about Wendy Williams all the time, but they're tuned in. So if you're not doing that, you're not going to keep your audience. So when you keep your audience, it's 2 sides to it. Keep your audience and then give them some knowledge, pearls in the middle of it.
Wow. I mean, you are a case study in and of yourself in terms of your business mind and, you know, using that model to create these other streams of income. So I am, you know, I'm just so proud of you, so happy about the things that you have going on.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
can't see
see?
why some people do reality TV and don't use it to catapult on other business, because I think that's what it's for. It's free advertising.
Indeed. I mean, they probably just don't have that mindset, but you know, you are a perfect example of how you can do multiple things simultaneously and do them well. So
Thank you,
again,
Nicole.
kudos to you.
And I'm proud of you too, girl. You got your talk show going, and you look beautiful. You look the same as when we were in high school, looking beautiful, and you're doing a great thing. And I just love you, and I've been loving you. I know we don't talk all the time, but you will always be one of my best friends. Always.
Oh, Heb, I appreciate that, and you as well. I mean, we've been
through a lot together, right?
Yes, more than 30 years. More than 30 years. I'm telling you, we've been through a lot. So
got some secrets.
You know, yes, we do, but we're gonna keep that to ourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I know that's right.
So, Heavenly, what do you believe is your greater work?
My greater work is to use my platform, no matter how small it is, to bring people to God. I talk about the Lord all the time. I know a lot of people think that I'm playing, don't take me seriously, but they do get the word. God is real. Anytime I do a blog, usually we pray first. We talk about God. And we just show them that, God is in control. A lot of people are worried about the presidency and what's going on, and the president got coronavirus. It's so many things that you can worry about in this world. And I tell them in every platform I got, God is in control. Continue to pray, but do everything you can do to get where you want to be. Vote, people. Make sure you vote. That was our given right. People died for that right. Please vote for whoever you think is right for you, whoever has the interest of you and your family and your community, because it's not just about the president, it's about these judges, it's about the local elections as well, because that's what really impacts our lives and our communities. So vote. Yes. Thank God for everything. Don't worry about anything. Do all you can and give it to God. And we just thank you, God. That's all. Because He made all this possible.
Indeed, He has. Now, what's the best advice you've either given or received?
The best advice I've probably ever been given is to be myself. And some people will love you and some people won't. You know what I mean? You can't love everybody and everybody can't love you. So you got to love yourself.
Okay. Very good. And what or who inspires you?
There are so many people that inspire me. I'm inspired by my husband. My husband, Dr. Damon Combs, he is so kind and gentle and compassionate, but still firm and hard and very manly. So he inspires me how he keeps his composure in certain situations, which I can't do. I'm inspired by my mother. She's 88 years old, been through so much, was adopted as a child, was able to raise us. She had 5 children total. She's outlived 3 of them. So me and my sister are the only 2 left. And she's just always instilled in me and spoke things into me that I heard verbally, but it was innate. My mom told me I was smart. My mom told me I could do anything. My mama told me that I was going to do great things, and I believed her. So it was automatic for me to do these things because it was already in my mind that, hey, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to do this. I'm going to become this. I'm going to do this. Because my mom told me I could, and I believed her.
Yes. That's a great inspirational person, and I remember your mom being
beat my ass out there with the broom, huh? Coming outside with the broom. That's okay. That's all right. That's what I needed at the time.
Miss Dot didn't play, okay? But we knew she loved you. We knew she loved you, though. We knew she loved you.
I think I'm half crazy because of that. I got my ass whipped. I did. It's okay.
Look, does some of that come out, or has it come out of you when you were mothering your children, small children?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I really. My husband actually, and the funny part is he don't say too many words. I be talking and yelling and cussing and all of this. And the kid's like, yeah, mama. My husband say, listen, get it. Boys need their daddy. I'll tell you that. Them damn boys, I don't know how I could have, you know what I mean?
They do.
Yeah, he did an amazing job with them boys.
Yes, they absolutely do. Wow. So what's next for Dr. Heavenly?
I'm obsessed with dentistry. That's my thing. That's my gig. Okay. It always will be. I feel like reality TV is a stepping stone. I'm gonna ride this shit out as long as it lasts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think that it actually brings you a platform, and social media is so powerful. You know what I mean? So if you're able to take that platform with reality TV, build up your following, your social media, then when you got those kind of followers, you can do anything with them. You can sell things. You can actually put out positive things, and inspire them. So dentistry is my thing. I spent a long time in school doing it. I love it. It's my passion. Okay. Right now we're doing a whole lot of amazing things. Reality TV has allowed me to buy a whole lot of stuff. I have state-of-the-art everything in my office. Anything I thought I wanted as a dentist. Because when it's Christmas time, I need stuff that I can write off, right? So it's Christmas time, I'll buy me a CT scan and play with that. You know what I mean? Because that's what I like. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Well, that is, again, wonderful. I'm so glad that you took this time today to chat with me and just to catch up. I have missed this. I really have. I have missed this. So
call me sometime, gal. When you're in Atlanta, holler at your girl.
I will holler at your girl when I'm in the A, for sure. Thank you so much for joining me today, and all the best to you. And I love you. And I hope that we can get together soon.
Thank you so much for having me, Nicole. I am so proud of you, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. I see you, girl. I see you out there. You're doing amazing things. Keep it going, and let's inspire each other.
Absolutely. All right. You all stay tuned for more conversations.
Conversations with Nicole.
What's up, family? Thank you so much, Nicole. As a reminder, I am CWN Jones, and I am your tour guide. Your tour guide to where? The transformation place where you come to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now, you're going to be renewed today, and let me tell you why. With us being in fall and with winter being right around the corner, I got my little friends here from the store. Y'all know what these are? That's right. They are limes. And according to an article from August 2015 in the Journal of Medical Microbiology, limes produce a compound called limonene. And limonene helps to create an antibiofilm that fights off streptococcus. Now, when we take off the tococcus, we're left with strep. And what does strep remind you guys of? That's right, strep throat. So again, with us being in fall and with winter being right around the corner, we want to make sure that we go to the store, get us a lime and cut it in four, squeeze a slice of it into about 16 to 24 ounces of water. Drop that slice right on in there because we want to make sure that our compound limonene gets in the water as well, right? And we want to drink it. We want to do that 3 more times throughout the day because you still have 3 slices left. And we want to continue to do that for 3 to 7 days. Why? Because we are establishing consistency here. Keep it on up for 30 days and hit me up on Instagram at It's CWN Jones and let me know how you feel. Another thing about these nice, sweet old, tiny, small green treats is that they are high in acidity, but once our body metabolizes lime juice, it increases our alkalinity. So lime juice plus water helps us become more alkaline. Now, will we benefit from this? Absolutely. 3 of the pillars of wellness: mental, emotional, and physical well-being. We will feel better that we thought about our health. We'll be emotionally more well because we are taking care of ourselves during this season. And physically, we're going to feel better because we are practicing preventative health. Now, how are we going to implement it into our daily lives to ensure that we are getting better? I done told y'all already. Go get you some limes from the store, cut them in 4, put it in your water, and drink it. And number 3, we're going to be consistent for 3 to 7 days. Carry it on out for 30 days, and you're going to reassess to see how well that you feel after that. I want you guys to remember that you can always be transformed by making the decision. Being transformed by the renewing of your mind is making up the mind to do something different. Thank y'all so much for joining me on my spaceship to take a trip to the transformation place where we have been transformed like some transformers. Yes, we have. Now, on our way home, I want y'all to remember to press and fly. Press through your obstacles so that you can fly right on towards your destiny. And a part of our destiny is the destination of the transformation place. I will see you guys next week. Peace and blessings.
Welcome back. Thank you, CWN, for that great transformational tip. I hope you enjoyed this week's conversation with my dear friend, Dr. Heavenly Kimes. Today, we close out with an original song from Tokyo Extraordinaire entitled Purpose. We'll see you next time.
I'm just a passenger in this car. I got the wheelie, take it, go far. Never too cool to take my cool off. Apply some loose, proceed to take off. Shoot at the moon, I cannot lose. Cause if I do miss, I still land on some stars. So I play my part, won't risk it all. But I risk a lot to beat all the odds. 7-11, I roll the dice, I hedge my bets. I'm trying to give us leverage. Don't see that your table, we build our own. And this table lasts through whatever. Cause God gave me wisdom. I lost my mama, found a vision. Told my daddy I'ma change the world. He replied, let's get it. He replied, let's get it. Life, babe. Nah, this journey ain't by perfection. So I just take my time, no need for flexing, no. Don't get it twisted though, I'm still applying pressure.